welcome back to the channel, my fellow ice cream lovers. Let's make some coffee toffee ice cream together. Hello, my fellow ice cream lovers. Today is about 20 degrees outside. We have some snow flurries and we decided to make coffee toffee ice cream because why not? So I made myself a little cup of espresso here for inspiration. So good. We are going to start with a coffee base and I'm going to show you how I make both of these with 0 sugar. So not only is it taste delicious, but it's good for you too. The first thing we're going to do is infuse the espresso powder into the cream, and this is to bring out the flavor of the coffee. It'll add more depth to the coffee flavor in the ice cream. We're going to pour half a cup of cream into a saucepan. We're adding 2 tablespoons of espresso powder. Meanwhile, while the espresso powder is steeping in the cream, we're going to pour an additional cup of cream and then another cup and a half of half and half. One of the ingredients that I've started using lately is this non-fat milk powder. This has been a game changer in improving the texture and scoopability of the ice cream, and that is because it adds some additional milk solids to the cream base without adding additional fat. And also, it's got some extra protein, which is good for us. So what we want to do is add 2 tablespoons of this milk powder. Whisk it well in here to get rid of any clumps. A teaspoon of vanilla, and today's secret ingredient is going to be this cold brew, Jameson cold brew. It is a whiskey and coffee liqueur. One of our viewers asked about, actually we've had several viewers ask about the use of vodka and alcohol in our recipes. This is purely for texture. We don't really drink alcohol. Honestly, we've had this bottle for probably 3 or 4 years, so it's not something that we do very often, but the beauty of using alcohol, one, especially these alcohols like whiskey and vodka, they are 0 carb, and especially the flavor ones can be used as flavor enhancers. The other thing is that it helps with lowering the freezing point of the ice cream, which actually makes it freeze less hard so that when you take your ice cream out, it scoops a lot better. It is 100% omittable. If you are not somebody that uses alcohol or wants an alcohol-free version, please omit it. Other texturizers that you can use in place of alcohol are maybe 1 or 2 ounces of cream cheese, or you can use xanthan gum, or you can actually the non-fat milk powder is an excellent enhancer as well. I like to stack them so that my ice cream comes out nice and scoopable. So I'm gonna add this at just a tablespoon because I don't want it to overtake the flavor of the espresso powder that we're gonna add in here shortly. Our sweetener of choice is, of course, allulose. This allulose blend with stevia leaf, monk fruit, including allulose, provides a perfect creamy texture for the ice cream. We like using allulose for our ice cream bases, actually for all of our ice creams because of the texture that it provides. It's 1-to-1 sugar, so it's deliciously sweet. It's also all natural, so it's an alternative sweetener that it has a low glycemic impact on our insulin. It is also has a lot of other health benefits, but if you want to know how to use this, I have created a sweetener guide that you can download free from our website by using the QR code that is on the screen. We're going to add a pinch of salt. And if you have it, I like to add a vanilla bean. It just enhances the flavor. I wish there was a better, easier way of doing this.
You look like you got a pretty good feel.
Ooh, look at that. That's a nice bit. Yep. Vanilla beans add so much flavor to ice cream bases. Okay, we're going to add that in there. Okay. This is the espresso powder infused cream. It smells absolutely delicious. We're going to pour that into the base. You're supposed to let it cool, but we're going to cool this base down before we churn it. I'm going to give this a good whisk, and then we're going to come back with the mixer and make sure everything is nicely incorporated. Let's taste it, make sure it tastes good. Oh, that's good. We're gonna take this bad boy and put it in the freezer for about 10 or 15 minutes while we set up the KitchenAid and the ice cream attachment, and then we'll be back to make the ice cream. We love our KitchenAid and we love this ice cream attachment. I know not everybody has one. If you are going to make this ice cream in your particular ice cream maker, just make sure you follow the manufacturer's recommendations. We keep ours in our deep freezer, so this is nice and cold, and just make sure that your base is cold enough to churn. I've been asked by a couple of viewers on the Ninja Creamy. We actually don't have a Ninja Creamy. We've been thinking about getting one and trying it, but I believe that my recipes will work with that. You may want to look at your quantities because I think this is a 2-quart and the Ninja Creamy might be a little bit smaller, so you can always half the recipe for a Ninja Creamy. This is the fun part. I'm making a mess. It is so easy to make ice cream at home with few simple, wholesome ingredients. Y'all, no sugar. This is what's so awesome about this ice cream. You don't have to give up delicious, creamy ice cream. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous texture. Beautiful. And again, no sugar whatsoever.
I can't keep my hands off it.
I know.
If you don't put it in here, I'm gonna eat it.
You gotta wait.
Waiting's not my name. It's not my game.
Or there's a version in our local ice cream shop of this coffee toffee, and I went through a phase where this is all I wanted. And I'm so glad that we have a version of it at home with no sugar and organic, clean ingredients, because that's really what it's all about. You don't have to give up the good stuff.